I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in their raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On first down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They're going to look to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running right is Akers. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Fall off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Ready.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it to about the 40. The Niners at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Akers is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and 5. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score.
I just scraped it off the top, put it on the road, on the dirt, on the block. It was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Lance. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Lance now on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working from the gun, Lance. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Touchdown 49ers! Gabriel Davis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 2. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll dump this off to Akers. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll look to throw here.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
17.
On 1st down, Lance. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Hurry, hurry.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as
touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Akers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And some room to work. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake. Lance out to his left. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. George Kittle, 52 yards. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second and 4. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down at 5. McCaffrey on the counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Yeah, the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back. and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably... And now here is another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 18-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss, running left, Akers. Running right through him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. A solid stiff arm. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Let's go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And some room to run now. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did the
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the blank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up.